Combatants not only try to gain the military advantage, they also try to control the message that's going out to the public. So, learning from its own past mistakes, Israel is now trying to control both the message and the messengers, as Anderson Cooper reports.
On a hilltop overlooking Gaza, dozens of journalists gather each day, training their lenses on a battle they can barely see.
It's a strange sight to see so many reporters and camera people all clustered together on this one tiny hill, watching a battle that's being waged miles away. It's not how most of us would like to cover this story, but the Israeli government won't allow international reporters to go into Gaza, so this is as close as most of us can get. How frustrating is it trying to cover this story from so far away?
It's really frustrating because you don't know what's going on. You can't see there and be there and feel it, and you can't see. We get these pictures from the hospital, but what's happening on the back streets behind the hospital? What's Hamas doing? You know, the sort of questions that we would ask that go beyond the immediacy of the civilian casualties that you want to know about, but the other stuff that really informs you.
Even access to Israeli soldiers has been cut off. In 2006, in the fight against Hezbollah, reporters were allowed to broadcast from Israeli artillery positions.
For these soldiers, the real concern...
I even embedded with an Israeli army unit on a mission into southern Lebanon. This time around, however, Israel is not permitting any access like that.
There was too much exposure, and it had an effect on our ability to achieve strategic goals. So that's one of the lessons we learned from the war in Lebanon.
So you're saying you're preventing reporters from being embedded, from being that close, because it's in part interfering with military operations?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Israeli officials are also acutely aware they're fighting not just a military campaign, but a public relations battle. Limiting access is a way to alter how the war is reported.
The officials we talk to say it's security and it's for our safety, but it creates an impression that they don't want the suffering that's happening in the Gaza Strip right now to be witnessed by the world. But it is. And right now you could make a real case that the message that's coming out is one that's essentially controlled by people that are perhaps more partisan to the situation inside the Gaza Strip than a lot of international journalists.
Inside Gaza, press control by Hamas is heavy-handed. There are few press freedoms inside Gaza, and Hamas controls who reports from there and where they can go. While pictures of wounded children being brought to hospital are clearly encouraged, we rarely see images of Hamas fighters or their rockets being fired into Israel. In trying to shape public opinion, both sides know the importance of pictures, and both sides want to shape the story those pictures reveal. Anderson Cooper, CNN, along the Israel-Gaza border.